I'm Sabrina Samuels, your lifestyle, etiquette, and relationship coach. You know, life is really beautiful when we make it that way. So let's get started. Hello, fabulous ladies and gents. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sabrina Samuels. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you will enjoy what I have to say and you will subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's get right to it. I had not a call, but an email. And it was interesting because I could relate to what this young mother was talking about. Now, when I say a young mother, she's in her late 30s, early 40s, but she has teenage children, and one of her children is just giving her the blues. Well, the first thing I would suggest, and of course, community, I need your input. I need you to send me some information so that she will be able to read this, and we work as a community to help each other. Very important, very important. She was saying that her daughter is just out there acting up, fighting, cussing people out, doing some things that are not appropriate. Nowadays, you see a lot of stuff on TV and it makes it very appropriate for young people to feel that it's acceptable. But it's not. When you see entertainers doing things, they're doing something entertaining to serve you, to entertain you, to make you have a feeling of whatever they're trying to put across. But they're getting paid to do that. When young people go out there and emulate this, they look ridiculous. They embarrass themselves and they get in trouble. One of the culprits, social media. When a person is 18 years old, you can't take their phone from them. You can't monitor what they're doing. But you really experience the residual results of their actions based on what they're putting in their head, what they're seeing, what they're perceiving, what they're concentrating on, what they're listening to, information they're taking in, whether it's good or bad. If it's resonating with them, they're taking it in and they're trying to emulate these things that we're seeing out here today, which is uncalled for. Young people in your 20s, I know it's going to be hard for me to talk to somebody in their 20s and you have an 18 on up. You have your freedom now. So you don't want to listen to anybody or anything. Parents, you have to communicate. And your children learn from you. If your child is picking up bad habits, make sure that you are emulating the right habits. Make sure that you are representing in a positive manner. If you're cussing somebody out, you're fighting with your boyfriend, your husband, or whatever's going on, if you're on your smartphone and you can't have a conversation with your young adult and you see that they're hurting, and you can't really see it actually because you're hurting or you're going through some stuff, that's when the chain of communication breaks and all hell breaks loose. And it's happening just all over the world. We have got to get back to the old-fashioned ways of doing things. That doesn't mean we're going to turn back the hands of time and go back to, the old, as they say, the olden days, although the olden days got us to where we are now. I'm saying incorporate some of those old values with some of the new information that's out there and then make it work for you. Allow it to catapult you to success. Young people, pay attention. Sometimes the parents, they're caught up because they have to be in work. They're trying to make $1. They're trying to keep food on the table. They're trying to give you a certain lifestyle. And sometimes they fall short in understanding your needs. So you have got to go to them and talk to them and ask them to help you. And I hear so many parents giving up. Because they say, you know what, I can't fight social media. I can't fight all these things going on in the world today. Well, if you're a part of that and your young adult sees that, They're going to accept it as true. How are you going to tell them and teach them and you're doing it yourself? I'm not saying parents not take care of business. What I'm saying is we have to take care of each other. When your young person is crying out, and at the age of 18 to 25, they're going through tumultuous times. They're going through ups and downs. They're going through trying to figure it out. Which way do I go? What do I do? They're experimenting. They're dating. They're doing all kinds of things, but at a level where they can say, you can't tell me nothing. So when a young adult tells you, I'm 18, you can't tell me nothing, trust me, they mean that. So to that young lady, I hope that the community will share, those who have children. I have grandchildren now. You know, I've done my job with my son, and we have 6 beautiful grandchildren. But they all are going to need that help, like your children, like your grandchildren. And we have to remember, lay off some of this negativity, and let's get back to positive. If your young person is listening to like-minded people who are negative, that's the role they're going to take. So it's going to be up to you as young parents in your 30s, 40s, early 50s to help your young people out. Take them on a date afternoon or a date night where you and your child hang out together and just kind of talk. You cannot make an 18-year-old on up tell you nothing. They will resent you for it. But you can talk to them, and if you're civil and you're not denigrating them and you're not talking down to them and you're not hurting their feelings in any way and making them feel cheap or stupid, they will eventually open up to you. But it's going to take time. Don't forget, this right here is a computer. That brain is a computer. It's a computer to our soul, to our life. It controls everything. That's why they tell you if a person's brain dead, it's all over. Because this is what works to keep you moving in life. It's the gateway to life. It's the gateway to God. It's the gateway to experiences, feelings, emotions. So let's take care of it. And let's work with our young adults. Let's not throw them away because they're 18 and say you're going to figure it out. Because all this action that's going on out here is very appetizing. I'm glad I wasn't born back in the day. I was born back in the day when things were rough, but they weren't like this, where you could just fall into any trap without even thinking about it. You have to talk to your children. And whether they're young adults or teenagers or older, let them know we must be wise as the serpent, but harmless as the dove. You don't go out there trying to fit in and so you're just doing anything because you want to be accepted. No, because there will be a day if you keep living, you're going to be my age. Then what have you accomplished? Have you accomplished anything? Have you made investments? Have you done a good job in your business or on the job? Have you stretched your mind so that you can see the beauty in life? These are things we have to teach our young adults. So we have to start a little earlier, getting them acclimated into young adulthood, because there is a such thing as you will go through stages in life. I'm in my latter years, so I'm going through what that experience is like. But when I was young, I talked to women who were like me. Now, back in the day, I was in my 20s and 30s, and I attached myself to professional people who I saw were doing things, and I had an opportunity to talk to them and ask them about certain things. Some information I took with me, some information I didn't. I really want you to check out my online training program. Go to thebeckmanmethod.com or Google who is Sabrina Samuels. It'll take you to my website. You click onto the programs page on the, in the header, and it'll take you right on to the School of Opulence and see what we have to offer. That program will help those young adults and help you. It has helped me. It took me years to put that together, but it's good information that works. So I certainly hope that this young lady hears this and remembers communication is the key. Love and respect one another. Don't dog one another. Don't cuss each other out, call each other heinous names, fight, and just say terrible things that will affect people. Because when we do that as adults, older adults, parents, we mess up that head inside. And that young person goes right to that social media and they pull up something that will tell them it's all right to do this, it's all right to do that, and to rebel against you. And what's happening is they're falling down the rabbit hole even further along. And it's hard. Nowadays, it's hard to pull up when you're down so far. It can be done, but it's a lot more work. So I hope that answers the young lady's question. And until next time, I'm Sabrina Samuels, wishing you love, peace, happiness, and our Heavenly Father's divine order. Call on Him. He will help us in a still, quiet voice. Positive thinking, you can't see it, but it will keep us moving forward. I love you. God bless you, and see you next time.